Are you saying black people can't have accountability, bro? This is why people are tired of niggas, bro. I gotta keep it 1,000. This is why people are tired of blacks.
No. Myron, I'm gonna tell you what world that is. The world is every time I've watched Sneako, he's like, everybody hold hands, let's come together, let's pray to Allah, this and third. And then I looked over Israel, they put his face on a bomb. Okay? When you have words, even if it's not violent, other people meet those words. If they feel what you're saying is violent or disrespectful or offensive, they meet that with violence. Okay? It's not black people. Because let me ask you a question. Do you think what that black guy did to Chud, I didn't know Israel was putting Sneako's name on bombs. What do you think is worse?
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Phil Riston, and today we are making a video about DJ Akademiks stepping away from the Manosphere. That is right. DJ Akademiks is stepping away from Myron and Sneako and all the other losers on the internet. And you know what? This is not something that I find to be surprising at all. I feel like this is kind of a long time coming, right? A lot of different people have been making this pivot, I think because of Donald Trump's really bad perception right now, right? Andrew Schultz has definitely made a pivot that's a lot less conservative. Now, apparently, Akademiks is doing this too. And, you know, it's interesting. For each one of these people that I just mentioned, they each had their different thing, right? Schultz had ICE. He didn't like that. Theo Vaughn definitely has the whole Gaza situation. And for Akademiks, it is the Chud The Builder defense case that is going on right now. He is this dude who basically makes a living walking around and bothering black people. He's a freedom of speech guy. So if anybody gets upset about his words, he has the right to take his firearm that he carries on him, discharge it, and plead self-defense. That's essentially what he does on every stream. A couple weeks ago, he got into an altercation right outside of a courthouse when he was finished dealing with some other sort of charges, and he ended up getting into some sort of altercation, discharging his weapon, and now this man is in jail currently for attempted murder. They want to make an example out of this guy, but apparently a lot of people like Myron and Sneako are still on this guy's side. And this doesn't surprise me. I mean, you know, these Manosphere guys are basically neo-Nazis, if I'm being honest. And also, too, they're just simply grifters. At the end of the day, they want to make money. The only color they really care about is green, and racism sells. And for a while, I always felt like Akademiks was kind of similar to that as well. You know, he's definitely done some stuff that I don't agree with, you know, the war in Chirac, and just the way that he portrays certain people. But I feel like this Chud thing has really kind of snapped him out of it. You know, for a lot of people, what Chud the Builder is doing, that's the only thing they see as racism. And I feel like Akademiks for a while has kind of been that guy. Maybe with Trump and his bad reception over time, it's kind of been waking him up a little bit. I definitely feel that. He definitely is still fine with Trump, but I can definitely tell that he doesn't like all the things Trump is doing. That's not going to make Akademiks go to a gay pride parade anytime soon, but I do think these things help. And now that he's pulling away from these guys that are a little bit more fanatical, I feel like he can kind of see how crazy these guys are, because lately he's just been roasting these dudes, and it is hilarious.
Are you saying black people can't have accountability, bro? If you say chimp out, they're gonna hit you. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're perpetuating the stereotypes of everybody says, bro. Oh, Myron, you're gonna chimp out and punch them. Like, bro, this is why people are tired of niggas, bro. I gotta keep it 1,000. This is why people are tired of blacks.
No, but Myron,
like,
you don't
can't have accountability. Imagine a world where saying, hey, you gonna chimp out?
Myron,
just what?
Myron, I'm gonna tell you what world that is. The world is every time I've watched Sneako, he's like, everybody hold hands, let's come together, let's pray to Allah, this and third. And then I looked over Israel, they put his face on a bomb. Okay? So in the real world, I haven't seen Sneako done nothing to nobody. But they'll put his face on a bomb and drop it on a city. That's way less than some guy saying a word and getting punched in the face. Yes.
Exactly. And I think this is a big thing that people try to conveniently forget. They like to act like the N-word is just this black person angry button. Right? So it's like black people are uncivilized. Oh, you want to know how? You can just say this word and they'll lose their minds. They'll become animals. The fact of the matter is, if somebody is antagonized enough, they will lash out in a rage. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what culture they come from. Right? For us, yes, it can sometimes be a word, even though, by the way, we're also educated not to freak out, which is why you see Chud the Builder screaming that stuff and no one's taking swings at him. This only happened once out of the months that he has been dealing with all this stuff and basically antagonizing black people all over Memphis. It happened once, after months and months of this guy making thousands of dollars in donations to bother black people. So it's crazy. For us, there might be one word, sure, but for other people, it's a sentence. Regardless, it's antagonization, and it doesn't need to happen. And that's why there's violence. It's not just because of fucking words. Like, what are we talking about?
When you have words, even if it's not violent, other people meet those words. If they feel what you're saying is violent or disrespectful or offensive, they meet that with violence. Okay? It's not black people. Because let me ask you a question. Do you think what that black guy did to Chud, I didn't know Israel was putting Sneako's name on bombs. What do you think is worse? So when you say that only black people do that, it looked like other people do it too.
But this is the thing, you know, people always want to pretend that it's only black people who get angry. It's only black people who get offended. When the truth is that for the most part, it's only black people that people come up to and bother, like, racially all the fucking time. I mean, they do it to other people. I'm not going to say like someone who's Latino doesn't get made fun of or someone who's Asian doesn't get made fun of. Sure. But I feel like there's an energy with black people that certain people think they can just come up to you and say certain things and do certain things to you. And they know the paradigm that society has, that they can antagonize you. And when you lash out, then everybody thinks you're crazy. And they like that. And they try to do that all the time. And I'm glad that Akademiks is calling that out.
I think I could Google it. They put Sneako's name on a bomb, and Sneako I've never seen him physically harm anybody that's Jewish. But you know why? He got the rhetoric that they don't like. It's offensive to them. And in their response to that offense is not by saying, you know what, we're mature. They're saying, put his name on a bomb and let's go kill some people. That's true, right?
They put my name on a bomb too.
They think the same about you. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you're saying it's only black people that are triggered to violence. Well, what about the Jewish people that you have rhetoric that don't go along with them?
And yeah, and another thing too is, once again, it's like, Myron, you are black. But he has such a low sense of self-worth. You know what I mean? That he can't even fathom that. He hates, I guess, everything black people are associated with. He wants to be associated with only white dudes, so he acts like this and he sells himself down the river. You know, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. And especially, too, it's like, you know, when it comes to all this stuff, there's so many other things you can talk about besides black people. Keep us out of it, man. Keep us out of it. You know, he's battling with Sneako right now as well, too. And once again, they've all been debating about Chud the Builder being innocent for some reason. Both of these guys have been debating about Chud the Builder being innocent.
Out of offense to what Akademiks was saying after the debate, he believed it was a pile on to the fan comments.
I think Ak posted the debate. Let's see some of the comments on this. Y'all forgot Sneako is actually a clown. This is why people punch on Sneako. Look at this, 1.2K likes. Exactly why bro got punched on and choked out. How can a non-black person tell a black person what's offensive?
Fair point. This is something I also wanted to talk about because every time Sneako says something that's racist towards black people, they like to bring up that he's Haitian and so that's okay or whatever. Number one, I mean, you know, Sneako's dad is supposedly half Haitian, half Jewish. Here's a picture of his father right here. That's a picture of his dad. Does he look half black to you at all? You can't tell me that this man is black enough for this guy to not know anything about black issues whatsoever, shit on black people all the time, and then still get a pass as if he's part of the community. You're out of your fucking mind. For someone who's supposedly black and understands the black community, he really loves to exploit and insult it. And here, I'd love to show you guys a video where he talks about his first viral video, which was paying white people to say the N-word. This is the guy who's supposedly part black, and so you shouldn't care about any of his opinions about black people and how negative they may be, right? He's walking around paying white people to say the N-word. This fucking guy, man. And this is the problem. It's like there's these grifter dudes who is just like, they're so empty. I'm glad to see Akademiks kind of stepping up and really coming at these dudes and shitting on them because it's just, it's too much, man.
And Sneako surprised when he got punched in NYC. A non-black telling blacks how to feel about oppression will never be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like Sneako, he's one of those dudes where, once again, it's like, does he have partial blackness? I guess, sure, fine, whatever. But at the end of the day, for him, in his mind, that's just a weapon for him to use to abuse the black community and to spread that weird, ridiculous rhetoric to other people watching his stuff so they can abuse the black community as well too. So I'm glad to see Akademiks waking up from this shit, man.
And we defeated that nigga with a couple of free throws and 2 technical fouls. That was, we were doing like the Angel Reese, a bunch of me bounds. We beat his ass with a bunch of me bounds. I didn't even think this was going to go viral, but look all over the internet, 8 million views, everybody in their mind.
It was crazy. You know what? It was all over Twitter. I did see it. It was pretty nuts, man. And once again, I'm glad he put him in his place. I'm glad he put Myron in his place. But Akademiks, man, you got to realize that type of shit, like, it's good for content right now because of what happened, right? But as far as like being surprised that these guys act this way, being like, I don't fuck with you no more, you should have seen this shit a mile away. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you mess with these types of dudes and you think that the hatred or discrimination stops with you. It's the same reason that like Ben Shapiro right now is not surviving at the Daily Wire. For a very, very long time, right? He was in charge of kind of conservative media. Like, he was that big fucking name, right? And it was kind of a bigger tent with Jewish people in it. And as long as they hated black people and they hated this type of person or whatever, it was cool. And even if you hated Jewish people, throw that to the side for right now. It's cool. Once that Israel shit started happening and all the conservatives started turning away from Israel, but Ben Shapiro was still proudly being Jewish and proudly being a Zionist, all of that switched. You know what I mean? And now all the anti-Jew hatred stuff started flying, right? And I feel like this is DJ Akademiks' kind of Israel moment. not to compare the black community to Israel at all, because we for sure are the victims with this. I mean, Chud The Builder is just walking around antagonizing people. But this is his wake-up moment of, oh, I thought I was in the club. I'm actually not in the club. And Ak, I'm proud of you for reacting to it this way. And be happy you're not in the club, because that fucking club sucks. It sucks so bad. You want to see what happens to good boys in the club? This is what happens to good boys in the club. I found a little clip of Myron just getting shat on by a bunch of white supremacists. This is one of my favorite clips. I watch this every time I have like a bad day. When I'm sitting here as a leftist, wondering what's happening to the world, we're all fucked, we're all done, right? There's house Negroes just like Myron running around saying all sorts of crazy shit, right? I'm like, what is this? I put on this clip and it's beautiful.
Has a history of threatening people over words he doesn't like. This closet homo is a hypocrite. What makes it funnier is his white audience he caters to are throwing racial slurs at him. It's not the first time. The white people that he caters to, that he built his audience around sucking off, do not like him, do not accept him, and have told him to his face multiple times. Like this call right here where he was in a white only space and they continuously put him in his place.
Freedom nothing hates. Tell that you got to go find it himself.
Sir, listen, let's just stick with the Americans for now.
And then we got this naturalization here. Like, bro, you're with.
And I like, you know what's so funny is the whole time that Myron talks to anybody, I feel like he's always talking with this big, loud, boisterous voice. And it's so soft here. It's so soft. He's so quiet.
Just stick with the Americans for now.
And then we got this naturalization here. Like, bro.
Like nothing. Like, listen to that. Listen to that. We're going to go back and we're going to talk. We're going to listen to Myron talk right here. He starts off.
Oh, are you saying black people can't have accountability, bro? If you say chimp out, they're going to hit.
That's the voice Myron does when he's talking to other black people, to even other white people who are seen as woke. Anybody else. Literally anybody else.
You like, come on, bro. Like, you're perpetuating the stereotypes of everybody says, bro.
You hear that? You hear that pacing? You hear that confidence in his voice? Now we're going to play this.
or you're with the standard guy. Yo, you're British, right?
Bro,
How small does he sound? How soft is he?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
Just getting destroyed for no reason, being soft. And these guys are pussies. It's like, if there's anybody you should talk shit to, it's these guys. But he wants to be cool with them for whatever reason.
Conversation with you guys does not.
Okay, well,
you're gonna have to either kick me out or whatever.
You're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, this dude's a fat. So
he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not pure enough. Like, this is what it gets you. Like, to anybody who watches people like Fresh and Fit and you're trying to be some weird neo-Nazi guy, this is what it gets you. For anybody, Akademiks, if you're watching this, I mean, now you seem like you've gotten back to the cool side, but this is what this shit gets you. Being the Ben Shapiro in the Republican tent. This is what it gets you. Like, all this shit, man, this conservatism, it's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. And no matter what race you are, you know, even if you have enough money, it's really not going to get you anywhere at the end of the fucking day. It'll get you farther than others, but it's not going to really get you anywhere that matters. They're always going to have you on the outside, no matter how much fucking cash you have. That is it, man. That is it. But let me know what you guys think, man. You know, do you think Akademiks is officially done with these types of dudes? Is he going to be stepping away from the Aiden Rosses of the world and the Myrons and the Sneakos? Or is this just like a small little publicity stunt? Because I honestly don't know, man. I mean, politics are so crazy right now that I could see him stepping away. A lot of people have been stepping away. But let me know in the comments section. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.